we had the phone on the power bank. This power bank must be dead, cause this power bank must be dead because it says it's charged. If I plug this phone up, this is the Obama phone. I plug this phone up. Y'all can see, and then look at that. It's fully charged, and we had the phone on it. So how did it cut off? I'm asking the question. How did the phone cut off if it's charging? It was at 15%, and we came out here and the phone died. It was at 15%. So I just put it in there on the charger, and so we're gonna let the S8 go ahead and charge up. But like I was saying, I still don't understand how the phone cut off. I don't get it. But I ain't gonna lose my train of thought. If that's what the plan was, because I ain't gonna lose my train of thought. Like I said, evil tries to either force its way in, or it tries to maneuver its way in by being over helpful, by offering to do favors just to get in. See, evil wants to get in. Once it get in, it can get to work. When you keep it out, it can't do nothing. But once you let the evil in, is that Amazon right there? Let's see if you come in the building. My package could be coming, y'all. That guy had to look at Amazon boxes in his hand. Like he had a handful of stuff. So we'll see. But see, that's the one thing. No, I see UPS right there. I don't know. There's a UPS truck right there. So I don't know. Like I said, we ain't waiting on nothing expensive. I mean, if somebody want to steal it, they just steal it. I ain't gonna worry myself about it. But like I say, you know, evil always want to try to slide in. You know. All right, I don't see anything from Amazon saying that it came, so we'll leave that alone. All right. But yeah, like I said, you know, evil always want to try to get you to lower your standard, so they can hang around. And you got to learn how to stand up and say, no, I ain't going that way. We ain't having it. You know, you got to learn how to stand up to evil. It ain't easy to stand up to evil. It ain't. Because, see, evil tries to find somebody that feels the same way they do. And they multiply. And then they look for a weak target. Or they look for somebody that's in need. Or somebody that's in trouble. And they try to recruit them. And they stay low. And they stay hidden. Until they feel they got enough people and they got enough momentum. And then they show themselves. By that time, you ain't already let them in. They got people behind them. They got steam. They got momentum. And it's like, man, do I even feel like fighting this battle? Just let them do what they want to do. You know what I mean? And see, you say that. But then you see them running and frolicking, and then you get mad. You let them in. You let them set the way. You let them. A housewife could watch a TV show and something happened they don't like, and they start writing letters to the sponsors of the show. And they go on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and they start looking for other women who feel the same way. Before you know it, it's 2 of them, then it's 20 of them, then it's 40 of them, then it's 50 of them, then it's 100 of them, then it's 200 of them. They start writing letters to the sponsors of whatever it is that they don't agree with, and they make the sponsors scared. And the sponsors threaten to pull their advertisement from the show. Without the advertisement, the show has no money to come on. So you have manipulated the people who run the show. They have to now bow down to you to keep their sponsors. If the show big enough that they don't care, guess what? They gonna tell them sponsors, well, go where you got to go. I guarantee you, if some Fruit Loops get together and try to get the NFL to put on some fruity commercials, NFL gonna tell them kiss their butt. Same thing in Major League Baseball. Same thing with football. But if you running a little weekly TV show and they start putting the pressure on, all of a sudden you're gonna start seeing some fruitiness in the TV show. That's how it happened. They either force their way in or they work their way in. When I get off of here, I'm going back to Project Runway, and I already know that I'm going to be doing some fast forward. Because there's 7 fruity trees on there right now. 7 of them. And when they start telling that sob story, I fast forward. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me how rough it is. You knew it. And you had the choice. You had the choice. And you chose it. There was a dude that had the nerve, when he was about to be eliminated, he had the nerve to come out and tell everybody that he had AIDS. Now, he had been living with those other designers in that little apartment for like 6 or 7 weeks, and never once told them that he had AIDS. I'm sorry, I think he had HIV. Had it for 10 years. Now, I know as long as you don't touch any body fluids and as long as you don't bleed on somebody, but still, wouldn't you want to know if you living with somebody that had AIDS? But he kept it secret all that time and then came out and wanted you to feel sorry for him. If I was one of the people in that house, I'd pick up something and want to bust him in the back of his head. You putting my life at risk. You fruity tooty. What the heck you coming on this show for? You should be worrying about fighting for your life, not fighting for who got the best dress today. But they going to wiggle their way in, sneak their way in, force their way in, and then want you to feel sorry for them. Because they made a poor decision. They made a poor decision, but they want you to feel sorry for them. If you had the urge to be with the same sex and you resisted it, and you wound up alone and you didn't have any children, and yeah, we feel for you, man. We feel for you, woman. But at least you stayed true to God. I can respect that. I'll do business with you. But when you totally disregard what my God says, you totally disregard it, how can I do business with you? How can I trust you? How can I want to be around you? How can I put any faith in you? You made yourself more important than your religion. How can I have any faith in you? How can I trust you? Why would I want to be around you? But they don't see it that way. You're going to accept me. I'm going to mess with the little children. You're going to accept it. I'm going to cheat on my wife. You're going to accept it. I'm going to steal from people. You're going to accept it. I'm going to sell poison to people. You're going to accept it. If you don't accept it, I'm going to make you accept it to any means necessary. That's evil. That's evil. If I can't convince you, I'm going to buy my way in, lie my way in, or force my way in. No matter how you do it, it's evil. Your will is to go against what the Creator said. Your goal is to go against what the Creator said. That's evil. Anybody want to come challenge me on that? Does anybody want to come in and challenge me on that? There's real content here. Where are the fruity tooties at? Come on in. Where are the child molesters at? Where are all the guys that pretend that they 14 years old and try and get a young girl to come see them? Where you at? Come explain to us why we should accept it. Come explain. I'll listen. To the people that got AIDS and out there sleeping with people unprotected, not saying nothing. Come explain to us why that's okay. To the guys out there that's making all these bastard babies and ain't taking care of them. Explain to us why that's okay. I'm listening. Come in here and tell us why. Why is it okay? I'm calling the evil out. Why is it okay? Tell us. Why is it okay? Why should we accept it? Why should we turn our head? I keep telling y'all, we keep saying this is the United States. We not united. Because all this is going on behind somebody's closed door. And because we're not united, we don't know about it. When a man moves here from another country and he beats his wife and he don't understand why the police want to lock him up. In my country, this is what we do. Well, I'm going to start legislation that's going to allow you to beat your wife. We do it in my country, but we can't do it here. We can kill our wives if we want to. Why we can't do it here? Ain't you Christian? We Muslim. Isn't that Christian? If my son cheat on his homework, I can cut his finger off in my country. Why can't I do it here? If somebody steals, we cut their hands off. Why you can't do it here? If somebody tries to pull down my wife's burqa and see what she looked like, we pluck out one of his eyes. The eye that saw her. Why can't we do it here? So if you got people that come here and say that they're American, but they still doing the stuff they did in the other country, how are we united? You still want to keep the same values, the same culture, do the same things. Where we united? Y'all live in the same area, in the same neighborhoods. You got your own schools you go to. The problem comes when you go to a public school. Well, where we come from, we can do this. Well, we don't do that here. Well, we can do it over there, we can do it here. When we get into a public setting, that's when the issues come. Long as they stay in that area, it's all good. But when we come together, hey, that's not acceptable. I don't care what the child done to you. You don't sit there and pick up a table and hit him with it. That's what we do in our country. But we don't do that here. Well, I gotta find a way to make it acceptable. Because this is what I want to do. Well, go back to the country you came from. They allow you to do it. We don't do that here. Well, I know for a fact, a lot of them Arabs will kill a homosexual on sight. But I know for a fact, because I used to work for one. I worked with several of them. They actually sneak back over there for fruity activities. But if somebody get caught doing it, they'll kill them on the spot. But they do it. Somebody let the evil in the door. But at least they keep it on the down low. Somebody slipped up. That's how I found out about it. At least they kept it on the down low. But you didn't see it. They ain't throw it in your face. Because they will be killed. If somebody wants to find out, even though I'm sure a lot of them are doing it, if somebody was caught, they would be killed. See the hypocrisy that comes with evil. I'm doing the same thing you're doing, but I didn't get caught, but you got caught. So we're going to kill you. Huh? Don't you do the same thing? Yeah. Ain't the pot calling the kettle black? Well, you got caught, so we got to kill you. That's why you can't reason with evil. You got to leave it alone. You got to leave it alone. Don't let it in the door. But once you let it in, boy, it's hard to get out. It's not next to impossible because it clings. It's like a rash that won't go away. And the more you try to wipe it away, the more it spread. But then you find out that there are people who you would never suspect that feel the same way. But they was afraid to say anything. They was afraid of the consequences. They was afraid of the retaliation. But now, look, there's somebody I can bond with. So we can stand together. When it was just me, I knew I couldn't do anything. But now, look, it's 4 or 5 of us. Let's go find some more people that think like us. When we get enough, hey, you want us to buy your product, you got to add people that act like us on your TV show. In your band, you want us to buy your records. In your play, you want us to go to them. In your stores, you want us to come spend our money. Instead of saying, keep your money. People that got sense that do evil, they'll stay in their own little community. You'll never know about it. And if you do, you can pretend it's not there. But they ain't throwing it in your face. So is it better for them to keep it on the down low and not try to make it mainstream, or try to shove it down your throat, something that nobody wants, and try to make it a something? What's worse? That'll be the question of the day. Anybody got an answer? Oh, the phone said ain't nobody here. Well, is there anybody here before I leave? Because the phone says nobody's here. I can go ahead and cook me something and go ahead and watch my Stink Master or Project Runway. Anybody here? All right, I'm gone. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Take it easy, take it slow, and go where you got to go. And I'm out. Peace, everybody. Y'all have a great night. I'm gone.